And we're back on the YouTubes. What's up, guys? Continuing the series that I started before the summer break that I took, covering markets here on my channel, sharing what I do, sharing my analysis. We're looking at a handful of things: the Dow, gold, silver, crypto. I guess we could do the forex too. So yeah, hit the like if you want to see more of this. Let me know. It's good to be back, and I know that the YouTube channel is not really going to grow because I'm inconsistent. That's okay. But we have our core of people that are learning here and doing well. We're in the Discord. I'll put links in the description, and you could join up there. And no funny business, no software for sale, no fee to join the Discord. It's all free. All right, so let's get caught up. I thought the best thing to do here was to, again, I took a break over the summer. I just managed my portfolio a bit, and I'll let you know what I did. But now I'm digging in. Now that things are moving a bit, late September, of course, things are going to move. Let's get updated and focused. Have a nice run between now and the end of the year, right? So let's go to the Dow. I am bearish and short here. Let's look at the US 30. So kind of because I want to keep some sort of continuity with the episodes here, even though it was a while back. I think I have a lot of my old stuff saved here from the last video, my buy points actually. So a lot of these charts are going to have that. But where we left off. So generally we're talking about buying dips on a few of these things, buying the Dow here. And I did do that, and I thinned out that position. I really closed most of it. Again, I'm swing trading, I'm long term, I'm position trading. So now I have a bearish outlook here, and I'll show you exactly why. And I am short this market at the moment. So let's see, we're on the 1 hour chart. That works. So again, August was really just sideways. We made one little move, and that was about it. September, again, we just couldn't really get out of this range. Now we got the action late September. Okay. But let's look at why I'm short, why I covered the positions that I was talking about in the last episode that were all built up previously in these areas, if you go back and watch that, right? And so everything's in profit and looking to, you get your high volume weakness coming in, profit taking, right? Everything looking good. And as I say, I'm really just position trading, so I didn't close all of it on the weakness. But then after seeing this, I closed about 90% of that position. So I do have a hedge to some extent, but I'm really, really heavily short. So let's look at the high volume here that convinced me there's something like going on. So again, we're keeping this simple for this swing trading stuff. We're looking at volume, basic levels, right? And a lot of watch my channel, really basic stuff that I'm applying here. Stress-free swing trading, position trading. So we have high volume weakness in the background. How do we define that? Really simple. We're on a 1 hour chart. You can go to a 4 hour as well, but it's a little more detailed and clear here. So we have high volume leading to lower prices. There's a lot of activity in the market, and what happened as a result? That. Again, here you see high volume on an up move with a bearish, right? This is the highest volume of this day. Bearish reaction, accepting these lower prices, accepting the lower prices after high volume, right? I got short on Friday, which is, what's the day here? Here. So this convinced me, you know what? I am getting out of these long positions. I am going short, right? After that. And then again here, weakness, right? I hope that's clear enough. Again, weakness with the reaction, right? And here is Friday, and I'm going short. So that's very clear. Downtrend, weakness in the background. I closed partial position, right? Again, I'm just sharing what I'm doing, what I'm looking at, and the logic. So getting short on this day, and now I had this level as a fake break pattern possibly happening here, right? No crystal ball. We know this stuff. Where did I get this level from? Let's find out. Oh, it's a support. So complicated. That was a fake break pattern back then as well. right? Just barely, but it was if you zoom in on there. Working off of that support now. Why do I do a fake break as a target? Because I will show you the probability from my short entry to get to this level was very high, right? The probability of breaking this level and continuing to other levels, whatever, right? You get decreased. The lower prices may attract buyers. And when I saw a fake break pattern happening here in rejection, yeah. Now there's not a lot of buying here. So I'm still holding half of that short position, right? And if the market's going to continue to be bearish, I'm going to ride it, to some further levels down, and until I see large demand, especially on high volume demand. So right now, bearish condition, not just because of the downtrend, but we see the weakness, the selling in the background. A very good place to see, to get that some of the profit taken. And continuing from here, do we see a lot of demand? Do we really expect to bounce off of this fake break bullish pattern? I do not. And we'll take it as it comes. So that's where I am now. Let's continue through. Again, there's some lower targets, but maybe I should leave off with some sort of plan, right? All this stuff is old and from our last videos and our buy points. Let's remove. Let's get this up to date. It's good to do this during the video, right? There's the fake break. What else is on here? Obviously, we got this big fib. And 50 to 618. It's a 618 overshoot as well. This is where you're going to tend to get some sort of bounce. And if you're short, you lose some probability of continuing. But I do like the reaction, not having a lot of demand coming in volume-wise. So we'll be able to continue. This looks like, I guess, a head and shoulders with 4 shoulders. Is this an up thrust or a sideways? All right, so then going forward, let's talk about the plan, right? Plan is, if I can get my level, plan is to, what am I hitting here? All right, whatever. To see if we can get through this support area. And where's my line? Okay, sorry. I'll have it right for the next video. The plan is to get through this area of support, right? Without too much demand coming in, and that means I'm holding, right? So far, not a lot of demand. If we can now continue down, get through this low, maybe this week, in a nice downtrend, get through this low without seeing a lot of demand, we have some nice low targets to the left here. Now this line I can draw. Oh yeah, it's over there. That's right. So we have some nice lower targets. Again, the fib area gets broken, the support gets broken, and we're likely continuing to here unless we see high volume demand. Otherwise, I'm holding, right? This could be the ultimate buy area. We'll get to all that, right? We'll track things. So there. See how it reacts. If it's all good, not too much demand there. And again, I could take some profit off here, take most of it off here if there's a lot of demand. So that's the plan. And that's a good, you all know this. You know this. If you watch my stuff, you know this. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. So we got the large accumulation area before the up move here. A fake break pattern gives you 618. Bam, right? This is where buyers show up if they are interested, right? We know this. This would be perfect. Let's do this, right? Follow the template, nice and easy. What phase are we in? This was distribution. We're in markdown. And then we're seeing if we get accumulation. And if that doesn't happen there, right, and so on, we look at the volume to tell us. But I will be keeping up with this and showing you guys what I'm doing and keeping up with the analysis now that we're back in the season. So we'll see what goes on here. Okay. That was a pretty thorough analysis there. I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to cover everything. Let's see what we could do. Let me just reorganize this stuff. Okay. Again, things are generally bearish, and I've thinned out my positions, meaning my swing positions on longs are small, and I'm looking for lower prices to buy. unless I really get convinced to start selling on some other things. But for me, my position in the Dow is covering this bearish market and getting some profit off of it. Gold, silver, oil. Let's see if we can get down there and find those buy areas. And it may coincide with what I was showing in the Dow there as we come down and maybe find buyers and generally. But correlation doesn't have to be there. And these guys can do whatever they want, gold and silver. Let's update all this. Again, this is leftover stuff from the previous video. Pretty much, right? So we're on a 4-hour chart, gold. And again, it's just a sideways range, the summer break here. Let's get moving, right? And we have a very similar pattern here. We got the fake break or not. It didn't fake break. It actually, we closed down below. And let's see if we can stay below. But let's look at our volume here. That's a 4-hour chart. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. That's a lot of volume on the 4-hour into new low ground. A little more detail. What is that volume? What are we seeing? It's somewhat in the middle of the range. But one thing is not showing is large demand coming in at this, new low ground. Tells you about buyers, right? Look at the weakness, right? Look at the high volume leading to lower prices. So we see a correlation, actually. It's not always this correlated, right, with the chart that we just looked at. And again, here, into new low ground, when this is your activity, into new low ground, and it's medium activity, right? And then again, we're down here, medium, low activity. We are not expecting that to be a fake break and a bounce. If you're short, that suggests you want to stay short. Again, you do tend to lose probability into the new low ground. And there's a whole lot of explanations of that, why that happens, if you go through my material on this YouTube channel. So again, it's pretty simple, right? You get the idea. I am generally looking at bearish conditions. Here, I wouldn't look to buy unless I see that large demand come in, right? Let's go back to get some levels on gold. Simple supports, fibs, the fake breaks, the volume, the phases, the Wyckoff phases. That covers what we're doing here. Again, is this the same chart? 618 overshoot, fake break, right? If buyers are interested, that's likely what they're looking at. And when is that? Maybe next week, right? It's very possible. See, okay, we did some analysis. You see what's going on here. We're in September and the market needs to move. And as we got into September, we didn't see any clear pre-positioning by smart money, right? High volume strength, high volume weakness, accumulation, distribution wasn't really happening, right? And maybe there's some uncertainty. Things needed to be shaken up and we hit some weakness, we start coming down. For what though? Is it to buy lower, right? We'll know as prices come down and we see the demand coming in or not on the volume and in these specific areas. So the market's got to go, right? It's time to move. It's late September. And it figured it out. It's down. And there was a lot of balance in the market, right? Balance. We need imbalance for price to move. So those spikes in weakness that we just saw got things going. And we're trending down. We're looking bearish. And it's really that simple. It doesn't, I don't care about government shutdown in the US or this, that, and the other news. We all know this, right? Okay. They got to make the money. We need to move the market, right? And typically, if you can have something like this, now, is this their plan? Likely. We'll see. Have the market come down, 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 right? People start catching on. Uh-oh. Recession. Freaking out. The banks, blah, blah, blah. Interest rates, blah, blah, blah. Housing, blah, blah, blah. But the point is, market comes down, everybody freaks out. When that panic is there, high panic, right? Breaking news. It's probably our buy time, right? Which is could be here, could be lower. And then we end the year with a nice run up to December, right? Took your money again. To those who don't know what they're doing. Come on, we've been doing this a while, right? That's probably the plan. So let's continue to track it. I won't go over everything in this video. I want to keep consistent now through the end of the year. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. You'll know as soon as the videos are uploaded. And let's lock in and follow things. I'll give more analysis on some other things, silver, crude oil. And if you want to see anything, let me know in the comments. I'll try to pop in the Discord. And we'll follow things, right? So that's where I am right now. That's what I'm looking at. I will see you soon on the next one.